So this is a game from the third round of the top league of the Women's Chess Championship of Kyrgyzstan 2024. I played in this game, I played with black pieces, and I played against a young girl. I don't remember exactly. She's like 14 years old or something like this. Young girl, but she already plays good chess, and this is what we played. So I played with black pieces. We started with e4. Thank you, Dirkie. Thank you. e4, c5. By the way, I wanted to say that I was not brave enough to try to play something new during this tournament, which is not probably surprising. So I played the Sicilian defense. By the way, all my opponents, when they played with white pieces, they played e4. No one played d4. And I played Sicilian defense all the time. As for white, all the time I played the English opening. I also didn't want to make, experiments to test new openings. And yeah, and with black I only played the Sicilian defense. Hi Chess King, thank you very much. So e4, c5, knight f3, e6, d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4, a6, knight c3. Well, it is possible sometimes I can play b5 immediately, but in most cases I play queen c7, because when you play b5 it looks and it may scare your opponent, especially if your opponent is not very experienced in the Sicilian defense. But at the same time, if your opponent knows how to play, white can just ignore your b5 push, develop pieces, and then the problem, what I don't like about this early b5 push is that I don't develop my minor pieces quickly in time, and then I'm like slow in development, and it's not very easy to play. Yeah. So I didn't play b5 immediately. I played queen c7. She played a3. Well, apparently she was afraid that I can play bishop b4. I played knight f6, bishop e3, and I played knight c6. She plays bishop e2. I checked her games before the beginning of the tournament, and I knew that this is her standard setup with white pieces against the Sicilian defense. Bishop e2, bishop c7, castle, queen d2. Okay, and now I played b5. Now I play b5 in this position. I'm not. But okay, now I look at the computer, the evaluation computer is saying that b5 actually is the best move. It is also possible to play d5, or just, in a bit maybe passive way, you can play d6, but it's also possible. But okay, I decided to play b5. She played f4. And here I started thinking, because somehow I didn't expect her to push f4 immediately, and there is a little problem maybe. I would play d5, I do it always in Sicilian when I can. Oh, really? b5 makes sense, you can play bishop b7. Yeah, this was my plan. But the problem is that if to play bishop b7 right now, white plays e5. It's like problem and not problem. And actually I think I played bishop b7. Yes, I played bishop b7. And after e5, I moved back to e8, and I thought, okay, that is fine. The problem is that now it is not possible, I guess, to play d6, because if I play d6, knight takes c6, queen takes c6, and bishop f3 will be played. Or not even bishop f3. Knight c6, queen c6, and e5 immediately, attacking my knight and threatening to play bishop f3 and attack my pieces. I'm going to show you. So my move was bishop b7, but if you play like this, then something like this can happen. and I don't really like this position. It is still possible to play knight d5, but you know, you need to calculate all this. There will be probably too much pressure on my knight on d5. That's why I didn't want to play d6. I also didn't really want to play d5 because of maybe of e5. And then I don't see white to have any problems, big problems at least. And I thought, okay, why just not to play bishop b7? Because after e5, and she played like this, I can just play knight e8. And okay. And my next move will be a d6. Or maybe f6. But d6. And I think that I played this d6 move. Knight c6. After some thinking, she played knight c6. In fact, I think it was one of the best moves. Yeah, rook a to d1 is the first line, or knight c6 is second. Bishop takes c6. And bishop d4. And I didn't expect her to play like this. I didn't even consider, I was not even thinking about this move, but when she played, I thought, oh, okay, this is not that bad. This is quite good move, because now when I play d6, she doesn't have to be, she doesn't have to take my pawn, or if I push this pawn, she can just wait. And then if I take, she can take with bishop, she will have a lot of space and she will attack my queen and so on. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to my channel. So bishop d4 was played. I played d6. She played queen a3. Hey Tapesno, how are you? She played queen e3. And I found this move also to be good because, for example, okay, what to do? My move was g6. I think I played this move after some time, after thinking for some time, because I didn't really know what to do. For example, I can't play rook d8. I need to be careful at least with a move like this because of bishop b6. I'm okay, thank you, and thank you very much. Yeah, I finished second. And I'm showing you right now the game from the third round, which I managed to win. This is the middle of the game. So queen e3. So yeah, I spent some time thinking at this moment, and rook d8 doesn't work. I didn't want to take myself, you know, to lose some time, to give her a bit more space maybe. Although it's possible, and actually it is a recommendation of the computer to take d takes, to play d takes e5. But after some thinking, and I think I spent quite some time on this move, I played g6. One of my ideas was to stop f5, to make sure that she will not play f5. Another idea is to move knight g7 and knight f5, or just to put my knight on g7 to make sure that my king is safe, and my knight is not very active on e8 in any case. Not playing TT today. I will see. I will probably play a game or two, but I definitely won't play till the very end, since I don't think that I can stream till midnight. Rook a to d1. And now I have a problem. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much for subscribing this Prime, Louise Boivin.
Louise Boivin just resubscribed for 1 month.
Thank you so much for subscribing this Prime. Thank you very much. And she played rook a to d1 at this moment, which like looks like a absolutely normal, simple move for white, right? But at this moment, I started thinking, and I think, yes, again, I spent quite a lot of time at this moment, because you see, can you tell me, can I play rook Oh, sorry. Can I play knight g7? Okay, you cannot see the evaluation. I'm going to, you know, I'm going to tell you I played actually d5, but can you tell me what will happen if I play knight g7? It's a question for you, chat. Can black play knight g7 or not? Is it safe to play knight g7? Let's check your tactic, chat. Knight g7, possible or not? And why? If not, then why? Yeah, okay, pawn take, but what next? You are asking why to play g4 to keep the knight off f5. Okay. But I will make the task easier because there is tactic on the board. But you're right, yes, because I want to play knight f5 and this is my idea to play there, but why I cannot play knight g7? Mistake. If it's safe, it will be boring, just attack, YouTube is saying. YouTube chat is saying. Bishop b6, bishop b6, bishop b6. Bishop b6 possible, but this is not the main threat. Actually, there is tactic, like very forced tactic. Like 1, 2, 3, and winning material. You give up? If chat gives up, I'll tell you. Слон теряется. Слон теряется. Yes. Samarost is saying that you can lose bishop, and that's correct. I'm sure you can find it. I'm sure. Hi Harry. Must start with ED. E takes D. Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's right. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. The thing is that if you play knight g7, so takes, attack in two pieces, we have to take, bishop takes g7, we have to take, right? King takes, and queen d4 check, and attacking bishop on d6. So that's why Samarost was right. We are losing our bishop on d6. Yeah, you see, double threat, double attack. Yeah. So quite enforced combination, right? So that is why I realized after just this rook a to d1, I realized that knight g7 is not an option anymore, and well, there is some kind of pressure on this d6 pawn. If I want to play knight g7, I need to make sure that my pawn on d6 is protected, but I cannot play rook d8 because of bishop b6, right? And then my pieces will be pinned, right? And I started thinking what to do. I was even thinking about taking myself on e5. I thought, okay, I think it is possible to take, but I didn't really like it. And after some time, after some thinking, I just decided to push d5. Computer is recommending actually rook d8. I don't know why. Maybe there is some idea, because bishop b6. Are we not afraid about it? Of it? Computer is saying queen b7, but sorry. Okay, maybe this pawn is hanging, but it's a little bit, I don't know, too much for me, you know, to calculate and to play a position like this, to sacrifice an exchange like this, especially when you play against a girl who is a 1400 rated player or 1500. I didn't want to, you know, to make moves like this, to make sacrifices like this. That's why I played d5. She played rook. Yeah, and after some thinking, she played rook d to e1. Okay, not sure what was the plan about this move. Oh, okay, no. I remember. I remember my thoughts, my thinking process. I thought, my first reaction was like, why did she play this move? She just put her rook on d1. Okay, I like close the center, and now she plays here. Why? I think the idea was connected with the following maneuver. She wanted to play knight d1, knight f2, and so on. Knight g4, for example. So this was her plan. Now my light square bishop is in jail. Yeah, that's true, and this was one of the reasons why I had some doubts, of course, about this d5 move, because my bishop is like a big pawn right now. But okay, I thought, we'll see. Rook d to e1. I played. Guys, I'm very super sorry. I missed one move. After g6, I missed one move. I'm very sorry. After queen e3, g6, she played bishop g4, and then I played knight g7. And she played rook a to d1. So actually, in this moment, she was already threatening to take on d6. So this tactic, like, this was a threat to take on d6. Bishop takes, take on g7, king takes, and check and winning this bishop on d6. And that is why I played d5. And then she played rook d to e1. I played rook f to b8. I decided to attack on the queen side. I saw that my king side is more or less protected. Yes, it was. I still felt. I didn't feel, you know, super safe. But I thought, okay, f5 immediately, I think is not possible. And h4, h5 probably possible, but again, it will take some time. And maybe she first needs to play queen f3. And even if she manages to play h4, h5, so again, she's not winning immediately. Was knight f5 a candidate? Knight f5 with her bishop on g4, maybe it was possible, but I don't think I like, if we are talking about this position, knight f5 was probably possible, but again, if she takes, which pawn needs to take? This? No, I think. This, then open the g file. Not sure. So that is why I played push d5. Rook f to b8. I thought that immediately I'm planning to push b4 and try to create some kind of attack on the queen side. She played knight d1. I pushed b4. Take with a g pawn. Well, maybe possible, but I thought that I'm safe. I'm safe right now. You know, I better keep my pieces like this. She played a takes b4, rook takes b4, and okay, and I felt quite well already at this moment. She played c3, she played all these moves quite quickly, but I was ready for it. I played rook b3, and that was a good thing about my rook on the b file. My rook is attacking the pawn on b2, and knight cannot move. Cannot move to f2. She wants to start moving her knight here for attack, but she cannot because her pawn is hanging. So she first needs to protect, and she played, in my opinion, not the best move. She played rook f2, but okay, computer is actually also suggesting this as a first line, rook f2. But okay, she protects her pawn on b2 right now, but her knight doesn't have squares. So she needs to spend some time to make one of those squares free available for her knight. But she gives me some time. So rook f2 was played. I played a5. She played rook d2. Now she wants to play knight f2. And I play rook a to b8. And again, she cannot play knight f2 because her pawn on b2 will be hanging again. So she plays queen f2. a4. She plays knight e3. And I play queen b7, attacking the pawn on b2 again. She has two ways to protect her pawn. One way is rook b1, and another way is to come back to d1, knight d1. I was even thinking for her, maybe it's better for her to play rook b1. But after rook b1, I was planning to push a3, but at the same time, I was not planning to take on b2. If I push a2, she can just play rook a1, but maybe it's not very pleasant to have your opponent's pawn on a2 already, right, when you play with white pieces. She played, after my queen b7 move, she played king d1. I find this move very, very passive. I don't know what else she could do, but what computer is suggesting? Computer is saying that rook e2 was better. Or knight d1 is the second line. But look, I'm pushing on the queen side, and she's just protecting at the moment. I played at this moment bishop b5. In fact, I don't really like this move, and I regretted about this move a bit. I think the best move, in my opinion, was bishop d8 and maybe bishop b6. Although computer right now is suggesting bishop d7 or bishop e8. I cannot really explain why these moves are better. I played bishop b5. She played bishop h3, probably preparing g4. I played h5. She played knight e3 because her pawn is now protected. I have bishop on b5, so I'm not attacking pawn on b2. So I played bishop a6. And again, I didn't really like this move. I couldn't really feel. I wanted my bishop. I didn't know exactly where I want to see my bishop. I wanted it to be here on this diagonal and here at the same time, but of course one bishop cannot protect and attack at the same time. But I was lucky because after bishop a6, she played back knight d1. I find it, I call it like, kids' way of playing, here and there. And then I don't know, I was not very impressed of this way of playing. Bishop d8, bishop c5. I played bishop b6. Bishop takes, queen takes, rook 8 takes on b6. She played g3. I played a3. B takes a3. Rook takes, bishop f1. This is move number 31, and we are both in time pressure, but not super dangerous. Like, not real, like... we needed to make like 6-7 moves, and we had 3-4 minutes on our clock, so it was not that horrible. not my usual time pressure. So she played bishop f1, bishop takes f1, king takes f1, and I played knight f5. King f2, rook b to b3. I don't want to analyze these moves because or provide much comments, many comments to these moves, because we were making those moves fast in time pressure, and some of them maybe make no much sense. Bishop b3, I just tried to had some positional advantage on the board, to keep some positional advantage on the board, and I believe that I have this advantage because I have a very good pawn structure and she has this weakness. Plus her king side is like really open, and this weak pawn on c3. Rook b to b3, rook c2. I played rook a1. She played h3. I played rook b to b1, attacking this knight. Rook d2, and I played rook a4. This was move number 40. So now we got 30 extra minutes for thinking, and I think her 41st move was not the best, but at the same time I can explain it. She played h4 because apparently she was afraid that I'm going to push h4, and after h4 her pawn on f4 will be hanging, plus her pawn on h4 will be hanging after this, of course, if she takes. So that is why she pushed h4 herself. But look at her squares. I can jump with my knight to f5 to g4, attacking her king side. I played again rook a to a1 to to pin this knight and not to let it go away. Rook d3. I played rook c1. She played rook d2 back, g7, rook d3. I was actually like waiting for her to make a mistake, and she made a mistake. I played king f8, and she played king e2. And this is a mistake. This is a mistake I was waiting for. You can see the evaluation bar jumping slightly, but it was enough to get advantage. I played rook c2, so now she cannot play rook d2 because I will just take and her pawn on g3 will be hanging, so I'm winning a pawn. So she has to move to f3, and now I play rook a2 a2. And now there are a lot of and look at the evaluation bar, like from here jumping to here. Now I have a lot of nice ideas. For example, she cannot play knight e3 because of this checkmate on f2. Her king cannot move to g4 or to e4. She doesn't have moves in general, so she's in Zugzwang. It's very difficult for her to find moves. She played rook g1, and this was probably one of the best ideas, like best among bad moves, because my plan is actually to play rook g2 and attack this pawn on g3 and to capture this pawn. So she played rook g1. I played knight h6. Now I want to put my knight maybe on g4. She played f5 actually, because now I just want, if it was my move, I will just play knight g4 and I will be threatening to give two checkmates. Let's imagine that she plays, for example, here, and I play knight g4, and I want to give checkmate here on f2. And for example, if she plays knight e3, there is one checkmate on f2, and there is another checkmate on h2. So that's why it was really difficult for her to find good moves, and she needed to get some space, and that is why she played f5. I could continue calculating something, but I thought, okay, what for to make my life like more complicated? I will just take this pawn and we'll think about the rest later. Knight takes f5, king f4. I play rook a4 check. She plays king f3 back, and I play rook a4, attacking the pawn on a5, and she played knight e3. So I take, king takes, rook takes c3. She plays another bad move, king f4, and then I give check. She goes to g5 because it was already completely hopeless. I play king g7. She plays g4, and I take with rook. Rook takes, and I take with pawn, and she resigns at this moment because even if she takes, I'm 2 pawns up. I have to connect the pawns, and my plan is just to play king h8, king h5, capture h4 pawn, and win. So it's completely winning. So this was a game. This was a game from round 3. And I think it was a good game. It was a normal game, not very difficult game. I was happy with my time management in this game, and with my play in general. Yeah, I was also quite happy. Yeah, it was okay. No big mistakes. So hi Johnny D. I wish I could stay, but I have to leave for a doctor's appointment. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Paul, for watching. Thank you. Have a good day. Yeah, so this was game. The third game in the tournament. So after this game, I had 3 out of 3. Thank you for GG, YouTube. YouTube is watching. My stream is here on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm pleased to receive comments from YouTube as well. Hey Ska234, hello. So I was pleased with this game. I had 3 out of 3 after 3 rounds, and the beginning of the tournament was quite good for me. The next game, the 4th game, I also managed to win, but I think that I'm going to show you the game next time. I think next stream. As for this one, yeah, I think it was normal, and the opening was more or less fine. Maybe I made some inaccuracies, but even those inaccuracies were not critical. Just maybe I need to understand for myself if I want to play the same way, if I get a chance to play this type of position again. Yeah, if I played it right or not. Because yes, I made this decision to close the position. Was it the right one? Not so sure. I will need to make a proper analysis of this game, of this position. Use Twitch chat for remotes. Okay. All right. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching, for listening to my analysis. I hope it was interesting. I hope it was useful. And yeah, next time I'm going to show you my other games next stream.